CR0122, State of Texas versus Katherine Welch. Ma'am, are you Katherine Welch? And Ms. Welch is here with her attorney, Mr. Gertz. State's attorney is present. Ms. Welch was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to driving while intoxicated third or more, as well as a prior offense, which made it a second-degree felony offense. There was no agreement with regard to punishment. I have received the pre-sentence report, and has everyone had an opportunity to review that report? Are there any additions or corrections to that report? I'm going to get to that too in just a second. Any additions or corrections? Okay. And Ms. Malfino has already stated, as well as I have received the sentencing memorandum at 5:47 p.m. yesterday. I'm going to point that out for the record. Well, it was reviewed quite early this morning, but I did review it. Ms. Malfino, you've had time to review it as well? Okay. Other than that, I think you all should have a couple. There's only a few, but there were some jail incident reports that should have been provided to counsel. Did you both receive those as well? Okay. Is everyone ready to proceed with sentencing then?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Gertz, do you have witnesses?
I'm calling you live. We have a from the Dream Center. Inquiry about that. The conversation.
Okay.
Seriously, the other time we talked about right about the sentencing now. Yeah, you just kind of allow the court decides who are left and to we are open and bold to
Sure.
You know, just we just want to keep that up to this world. It's like caution doesn't
Right. And for the record, I'm aware of the Dream Center and their program and what they do. And so if I have any questions, if we get to since I would need that, then I appreciate them being here and I'll ask questions. Ms. Malfino, does the state have any witnesses? All right, then argument.
Judge, I'm gonna I recognize some crazy work. It's no I have personally taken Katherine Welch over the last 3+ years, in almost 4 years, as a project for me. And what I mean by that is, I really want to just put the person to do everything I ask to at least get an opportunity to be here for you. That's what I'm asking for. See my expectations by doing the while she is there, she started to deal with her counselors and therapists. They have so underlying issues. They went beyond full addiction, not to do with mental health and her life. And we know that courts and therapists are frankly fanatics. She's a class never really addressed before. So the counselors have not just done outpatient program to address some of the trauma issues that she's got. She went into that program, stayed for basically a year, and did everything they asked to do. When I told her to go get her own drug cash, I told her to get her own interlock device, did all of that. Those records cash. Then when she's successful in following we have to do. I can go to the VA so actually reach out to funding directly to use her to try to figure out what she can do that. She will commit herself to her drive. mental health issues that I think stem from challenges that she faces as a young person. And she so that easy to look at things out of the ledger, the back sheet of the history and things about what I've been fortunate enough to go dig down, get some and her achievement and see all the progress she's made on these things. See what she's done well and all the problems she's been addressed as well. She's obviously very anxious about the day, but looking forward to be able to present that. And I want to go down on the line address what I was talking about in the thought. So, she's not saying that this wasn't work came out of her mouth. She was asked by one of the examiners in the probation report. She felt she needed treatment. She said she didn't feel like she needed treatment. She wasn't opposed to it. One clarifying what you mean by I say this here. What she would say, I think, is she did 90 days of detox. Going has to have to health. But in terms of going to a program that's specifically for currently needing or currently intoxicated, she thought that wasn't the direction. The idea she will do whatever you want her to. So I want to explain what that comment means. And so, a lot of times, you know, judge private rehabilitation programs will just reject clean or break plus years issues. And so they just want to use it all. So I think she can some junior rehabilitation program officer, Catherine. But nonetheless, she's willing to do whatever the court chooses here. Additionally, her in contact with her current parole officer, they are willing to keep her on parole instead of time on here, depending on what the court is here. And it's about encouraging as well, and have the same kind of conversations with them about her records. So I think that's encouraging signs. And then finally, judges, I don't want to focus much on support from the community because this is just a rather good role for so she is married, she has family, she has recognized the impact that all of this has had on her family, her relationships, strength on her husband, both financially and also emotionally. She accepts responsibility for that. And is asking the court to consider this extremely rare position that we're asking the court to consider. And honestly, she's most likely to get court sheet. I'm not sure how to.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Malfino?
Judge, I don't have the position of the court, then sworn, I you take very seriously the comments to John taking them for relevance. Right? It's difficult for me as a many context county and state citizens or other rights to do that. You stand and say I want probation, don't give you that you don't say that the information and you can do that. Play the clear side of the coin and suggest that she received the benefit of the doubt already by moving individual status that she should have been based on the level of fire. So it seems to be conscious that I can say what all of those crimes absolutely not. But obviously we have seen that for multiple trips in the future that resulting in no changes to the locally in the last 2 years. I do sympathize with this law as an individual. Again, it's hard for me as a trained this opportunity to see that I can work with the punishment, the information that I don't, disagree with the comments of Mr. York's charities with multiple conversations about this case. I think it's worth really deal with like added. I don't really know judge, and that's why before you that putting her in prison for 20 years and being out person with extensive probation period where she could continue the conversations with friends, set her up, don't be overworking that system public safety and what's going on. So, I'll try to defer to the court's review or whatever you think is appropriate based on its volume.
All right, thank you. Anything else?
Your Honor, I just want to say to you, panel, fueled by drugs and alcohol, was responsible. Yeah, I did not know, very young, things happened in my life that, that should have been, someone could have been treated some earlier if I had gotten, help for my mental health. Yeah, after I received DUIs, that helped me get myself to a place that I could go into a treatment program and deal with some of those past traumas. In the past, I meditated and drank. Get about the pain. To numb myself out. I didn't know how else to deal with that. And when I got on my mental health, I have bipolar, PTSD, and my mind I've been really out. I was going to say, after I had my mental health meds, I was able to go through treatment, Santa Maria, in Houston, and that place really saved my life. Did extensive 3-day treatment, trauma counselor, it was a trauma form community, and also when I completed that, I worked an outpatient program, but I still lived on that facility. I went to the sex trafficking and recovery program, and I was in that for about 8 months, where I got state counseling for trauma still. And, I just worked really hard in that. I had a job while I was in there. And then once that program was over, I moved to sober living facility in Oxford House in the spring, and I worked in that until I felt like I was strong enough to come up and do what I needed to. And it was a complete program for 11 years. And I'm sorry, I'm very nervous today, and I know that my pastor will give like Ryan's instruction. But the things that I had to deal with within myself when I was a little girl, those are things that you don't go through. Like even in their programs there that you don't talk about. You just don't. And I've seen police, you don't see me. That's the way that I still want to move. I have moved forward in my life, and this year that I've been in jail has given me more time to think, know that I am just heading in the right direction. I was watching, I can see a therapist at home. I think moved all of my life as far as I could with my sobriety. I mean, I knew the shark was out there. I think I made some really good choices with my new county media friends. It helped me a lot. And I am go to anything, go around the rules, and do anything that's asked. And I think, I know now that I'm responsible and careful here in my life.
Thank you. So, Ms. Welch, Ms. Malfino probably said it yet fast. I get this often. Envy my position, and this is the worst part of my job. Right. I worked hard to get here, and it's my job. Part of my job, several things, and it's to look at, obviously defendants and giving chances and things like that, but it also is about making our community safe. And I have to look back. This is your 10th DWI. It's not your 5th. It's not your 8th. It's the 10th. And while I understand the trauma that you went through, so you've been to safety 3 times. You've been given opportunities on probation where they were revoked. You've had opportunities while you were on parole to do what you have done now. And while I appreciate what you've done, and I think that's great, and my goal isn't to, to stop any improvement, but I can't, in my opinion, in good faith, go home tonight, look myself in the mirror, and say I gave somebody on their 10th DWI. So your last sentence was for 15 years in prison. The one before that was for 10. The one before that, you've gone to another 10 years, back in 2009. I mean, this goes back to the 90s. You got a 10-year sentence in 2011. While you're on parole for that one, you get another one, so they give you 15 years, and you get out and you're on parole and you do it again. The fact is, we're just lucky that you haven't killed someone in our community 9 times over. Being given opportunities. I just can't do it. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find and your plea of true to the prior offense. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of driving while intoxicated. I'm going to sentence you to a term of 18 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. You're going to be handed a trial court certification that shows this was not, well, I guess there was an agreement because the waiver of the enhancement, which could have been a 25 to life, as Mr. Birch said. So I'm going to hand you the certification that shows this was an agreement. You've waived your right to appeal. I'm also handing you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession, because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. You should read the written admonishment I provide you. If you have any questions about that, you can talk to Mr. Gerbs. And Ms. Welch, I take no pleasure in this. This is extremely difficult for me. I understand, to some extent, addiction, and I understand that you are on a better path. However, there have been plenty of opportunities in the past where you were on a better path and you got back out and you got back on our road. And so, good luck to you, ma'am. Thank you, Mr. Burks and Ms. Malfino. Court will be adjourned.